In this video, I'm going to show you some steps you can take to make sure any tables you include in your documents are accessible to non-visual readers. The first thing that you want to make sure is that the data that you have in a table can be read from left to right and top to bottom. What do I mean by that? Well, I mean that the information all belongs together both in columns and in rows. For instance, this is a table that was in a previous syllabus of mine, and you can see that the columns are titled Module, Dates, and Topic Assignments. If I read from top to bottom, I will see that there are a number of modules, 4 showing in this view. I could scroll down and show you a few more things. But I could also show that the dates go across, and you can see the dates that will be reviewed, and then the topics and assignments. I can read these left to right as well in each row. So for instance, in the Module 1, the date that belongs to is October 14th through 20th, and the topics are FERPA and discussion boards. So these things can be read top to bottom and left to right. That's first and most important. Don't use tables just to make things look pretty. Tables are really for only displaying data that is best displayed in columns and rows. Second, to make this compliant, I need to make sure that the top row is the header row, that it's very clear that this is the header. Now, I don't have this showing on the screen, but I'm going to go ahead and use a Styles tab, which you learned how to do previously, and make this heading 1. So that's the first thing. But that's not enough. The next thing that I need to make sure to do is grab my table, and I'm going to right click, and under table properties, I'm going to go on the row side and allow the row to break across pages and repeat the header row as the top of each page. That means if my table gets so large that it goes across multiple pages, that every top of every page is going to have the module, dates, and topic assignment. That is imperative. And then I am almost done. The last thing that I need to check is the reading order. Well, what does that mean? Well, generally for a table, that means that when you put your cursor in the first tab, when you tab over, it's going to tab left to right and top to bottom. And I'll do this for all of my tabs, and as long as it continues to go in this order, then my reading order is appropriate. And at that point, I should have an accessible table.